Situated at the centre of the Mediterranean Sea, the islands of Malta, Gozo and Camino enjoy a mild climate, making the archipelago a perfect all-year-round resort. The island's extraordinary diversity guarantees visitors an unforgettable holiday experience. Approached by air, the landscape softens with a special beauty. The ochre rocky surface is covered with traditional rubble walls, rambling over pockets of greenery, dotted with dozens of church belfries. The surrounding sea gives hues and tints that are exclusive to this Mediterranean paradise. Getting to Malta is easy. All major airlines fly to Malta's modern international airport. There is also a fast catamaran service from nearby Sicily and a car ferry from mainland Italy. Long before recorded history, a civilization had dawned on Malta. The first settlers had crossed over from nearby Sicily sometime around 4000 BC. The imposing Neolithic temples of Hajaim on the south coast of Malta and Gigantia on the sister island of Gozo date back to 2400 BC. Subsequently, the islands were colonized by Phoenicians, Carthaginians, Romans, Arabs, and Normans. In 1530, the Hospitaller Order of the Knights of St. John of Jerusalem, who had been driven out of Rhodes by Suleiman the Magnificent, settled in Malta. In 1565, Grand Master La Valette, with less than 600 knights and 9,000 Maltese, withstood a 5-month siege by an army of 38,000 Ottoman troops. After this stunning success, plans were quickly drawn up for the building of a new city. Named after the courageous Grand Master, Valletta was born. When you see Valletta from the air on a dazzling afternoon, you will agree with Sir Walter Scott when he described that splendid town quite like a dream. It is a city that encompasses a history dating back to the middle of the 16th century, through the rule of the Knights, the French and the British, until the attainment of independence and the birth of the Republic. To the visitor, Valletta may come as a surprise. So much is packed into such a small area that many European cities pale in comparison. Undoubtedly, the only way to see Valletta is on foot. Magnificent buildings are all around you, particularly the several auberges of the Knights. The majestic Auberge de Castile is now the office of the Prime Minister. Though the exterior architecture is sombre, the dazzling magnificence of the interior of St. John's Co Cathedral is nothing short of venerable. The vault of the church is decorated with paintings by the artist Mattia Preti and depicts episodes in the life of St. John the Baptist. The oratory houses one of the most dramatic works of Caravaggio, the Beheading of St. John, the only signed work by the master existing anywhere in the world. His St. Jerome lies just a few steps away. Here is the resting place of Europe's finest nobility, who vied with each other to become members of the Order of St. John. 2 blocks down Republic Street is the Palace of the Grand Masters, which is in itself one massive museum. Sit in the old council chamber and admire the beautiful Gobelin tapestries. Walk in the footsteps of the Grand Masters through long, imposing corridors. Admire the magnificence of the staterooms and the frescoes depicting scenes from the history of the Order of St. John. Then make your way to the Upper Baracca Gardens and get a splendid view of Malta's famous Grand Harbour, which today hosts an ever-increasing number of cruise liners. Close by is the outdoor market Il Monte, which has a magnetic attraction for visitors and locals alike. The island is a mecca for shoppers, where one can find locally made goods mingling with brands of world renown. Those with time to spare should digest the city's rich fare in several helpings. But Malta is not just history and shopping. Malta is fun. The waters around Malta and its islands are renowned as some of the most limpid in the Mediterranean. They are a real all-year-round paradise for divers and offer a fascinating underwater landscape. If you are the outdoor type, you will find plenty of ways to keep yourself occupied. The Maltese Islands are a renowned destination for active holidays, and a wide range of outdoor sports can be enjoyed throughout the year thanks to Malta's excellent climate. There is an abundant choice of accommodation in the Maltese Islands. Quality resort hotels line the bays and beaches. Most of the year, Malta and Gozo bask in sunny holiday weather. In summer, temperatures may rise somewhat, but wherever you are, the tempting waters are never far away. Malta's popularity as an international yachting centre is increasing rapidly. Fishermen in sleepy fishing villages still tend their nets and boats in the traditional way. Their womenfolk set up waterside markets, which daily host a throng of eager visitors. Probably the most colourful event in Malta's calendar is Carnival. 3 days of non-stop revelry that usher in 40 days of Lent. Malta's Good Friday processions are world famous. Summer in Malta is festa season. Each parish celebrates its patron saint with band marches, religious festivities and colourful fireworks. The villagers are welcoming, their houses are open, and if you feel that there is some unwritten invitation to visit, you'd be right. This is Maltese hospitality at its best. After dark, Malta's heartbeat goes into top gear with an atmosphere of lively entertainment. The island's casinos attract gamblers from Europe and beyond. Good quality restaurants abound, and fresh fish always takes pride of place on any menu. This is no small wonder, as Mediterranean fish is amongst the best in the world. Cultural events are particularly abundant. Celebrity concerts catering for all tastes are held in the open air in summer. Specialised exhibitions provide an insight into Malta's rich heritage. Historic reenactments depicting events in Malta's colourful history are produced regularly and always draw large crowds. Getting around Malta is easy, but irrespective of which way you choose, there are some places that just cannot be missed. Pride of place must go to Mdina, the historic walled citadel. Once referred to as the Silent City, Mdina's intriguing and almost secretive atmosphere is savoured by every visitor to Malta. Close by, Mosta's magnificent dome is a commanding sight. At the adjacent crafts village, Maltese artisans can be seen deftly practicing age-old crafts. Tiny Camino, the smallest of the Maltese islands, is one of the few remaining totally unspoiled places in the Mediterranean. Its rugged countryside is beautiful in its barrenness. Its startling blue lagoon is a translucent paradise. A visit to the island of Gozo will be a memorable experience. The beauty of its scenery and its pastoral tranquility make it a suitable place for those who are ready to succumb to the legendary charms of Calypso. The island is reached by a regular car ferry, helicopter or catamaran. Activity centres around the hub of the capital city, Victoria. Picturesque and narrow streets house a number of traditional crafts. Yet amongst all the rural tranquility and the distinct feeling of living in the past, Gozo offers a number of very fine hotels that have combined traditional styles with modern comforts. As does Malta, Gozo too provides tastefully converted farmhouses for those not looking for hotel accommodation. There is a surprise around every corner. Not Not to be missed are the Gigantea megalithic temples, considered to be the oldest freestanding buildings in the world. Yes, Malta and its islands are truly unforgettable. Visitors leave with memories of a welcome and hospitality that they are unlikely to have ever experienced before. Small wonder, therefore, that so many come back again and again.